Hello, friends. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing a great job in the second wave of COVID, and I'm just sure of that because our science has got so much to uh, give for COVID patients, and now we have been permitted to go to ICU wards to see COVID patients personally too, for which we were striving until last year that let us go, let us see them, nothing will happen, you don't worry. We were trying to change the system, but it was not working out. And now that it is working out, and the results have been just phenomenal. And at the same time, we have to be careful, taking the patient's details into account, step by step, taking patient into confidence if the case taking, and if the information given by the patient is correct. Sometimes the phone call patients are really difficult to handle. Please be very, very vigilant and careful in dealing with those kind of cases. The patients who are in front of you, we have to be vigilant enough that we are getting the right detailing, the information based on which we are going to prescribe. So please be careful, people, because if the first prescription fails, if the second prescription fails, you have to decide that where you have to put a line, and you have to tell the patient that beyond this we cannot go, because pathologically if it deteriorates, it becomes very troublesome to manage then. So just be very careful, and I'm sure you all are going to rock, and our science is just going higher day by day. So today's topic, what we are going to deal with, everyone knows that I'm going to start with a new remedy, and that is Medorrhinum. And the newest it sounds, it's the oldest remedy of our homeopathic materia medica. And I used to be always puzzled that how to use this remedy, because in HHF and myself in my personal practice, I have never applied this miasmatic theory. For this reason, it was very difficult for me to use Medorrhinum, because it was very commonly prescribed by our masters and even other homeopathic friends outside who do not practice an applied mind method. And I used to be puzzled that what to do, how to, and I would prescribe it, I would try to prescribe it, and I would fail, I would try to prescribe it, and I would fail. Then I was like, what to do? Then there came up a case presentation by Mohanty sir once, and I would share this case just now, and then by Dr. Bhavin Shah. And after that also I would try to understand it, the intricacies of this remedy, and I would not get it because I would fail again. But then you have to keep doing it. Once you fail, you second time fail, third time, but there will be a time when you will pass if you keep trying to deal with it, understand it, go closer to it. So Medorrhinum has been that difficult wife that a husband tries to understand, to please her, to make her happy. And one day it happens that she's all in love for him. So that's how Medorrhinum has been for me, that now that I have understood, I get a glimpse of it, that yes. And that was my excitement to share with you all, that for the newcomers it will be very beneficial if you understand this intricacy of the remedy, how to prescribe it. I was just listening to this aspect of Medorrhinum, where Dr. Dr. Farooq Master has mentioned it under mysticism. So, and he has mentioned it under sensitive to nature and natural objects, and sensitive to beautiful, nice things. So, this becomes really difficult at times to perceive as a doctor, as a homeopathic physician, because what Gupta sir says, that what other person is feeling, how do you know that this is mysticism? Because for him it is mystic. No, so suppose if I am also at par of that patient's intellectual level, then how will I grab that, yes, this is mysticism? So what is mysticism? When I tried to understand, I thought this might be difficult for people to apply when it is of a very intellectual variety of a homeopath. Because in mysticism, what is happening is that you are not talking about the real things, you're not talking about the things which our sense organs can perceive. This is all written in the definitions. Then what is mysticism? Mysticism is something rising above the normalcy, rising above and knowing outside oneself, outside the physical world. When we move, that okay, we know that sun and moon, the distance is this much, earth and sun, the distance is this much. But when we sit and feel what they give us, their importance, their significance, and this entire lunar cycle, and when I spoke about how the changes in the moon cycle outside has changes to the moon cycle inside in my lectures on PCOD, this was something, an aspect of mysticism, which at physical level we do not connect, we do not relate to, but we feel it. When this full moon cycle comes, the woman's full moon cycle coincides, and there is a rush of emotions, something. When then there was also about mysticism, that if we all unite the world, all the nations, if we all become one nation as a whole, and we just let go of these jealousies and hatred that we harbor for each other. So this kind of higher thinking is a part of mysticism, which is a part of Medorrhinum. Medorrhinum are those sensitive individuals. So in this video, I'm just dealing with the sensitive aspect of Medorrhinum. There are shades of this remedy for which I was a failure in prescribing it. But when I really understood that there are these categories of Medorrhinums, one is a very sensitive part. Animals love for pet, her pet, and in children means having no foundations, having no sense of responsibilities, having no expectations from others and expectation from oneself. They're just free to think, they're free to go, free to move around, and free to think and do whatever they want to do. They don't want others to bind them, to tell them don't do this, don't do that. No, child is like, they are just very, very much like nature. Like nature feels like, I'm feeling I'm too clouded, let me just shower the rainfall. And that's how a child is. I just feel like crying and I will cry anywhere. So they don't think that I'm in a theater and my parents are watching movie. Child will not think like that. They will just do it. So animals love for her pet in children. That is the kind of person Medorrhinum is, you see. A very natural person, a very liberated person who has a lot of desire to express oneself. They don't want to be in restraint of handling their emotions by themselves. They want to let go of their emotions. Then there is love, perversity, sexual. Now this love, perversity, sexual is related to what? It is not, there is love. That is the first thing in Medorrhinum, that there is intense amount of love in Medorrhinum. This remedy coming up from gonorrheal discharge. So gonorrheal discharge taking place, happening, or that gonorrhea happening due to sexual contact. Sexual contact happens when there is love between two people. So this is all connected. Medorrhinum is such a sensitive person. That is why, this sensitivity to love, to cherish, to be with another person, to have mutual exchange, free exchange of emotions. That is where Medorrhinum comes from. So this is the basis of Medorrhinum, where there is love, there is a desire to bind with somebody, to have that share of emotions with somebody. Sensitivity, prophesying. Now this is another aspect where we were talking of mysticism. Okay, similarly now comes love, then comes prophesying. So when the person is in bond, this is the perversity of Medorrhinum, that it is not a sexual love at physical level only, but it is at a mystic level, where the case of Mohanty sir was that the husband used to be out for a long period and she was a newly married girl, and she had to stay alone. And then she had joined a group where there were Buddhist monks around. So when suddenly the husband shifted from that place, and she would have those feelings that, the monk is with her, and he's caressing her head, he's whispering in her ears when she's alone in the house, but she would feel it. So this is this is the perversity of Medorrhinum. They can fall in love with anybody with whom they feel, they are giving that kind of affection to them. So like in Dr. Vijay Pingle's case, which he presented just last Thursday, in that case also, the lady was in love with her father-in-law, and it was not at physical level. It was that husband was not around, and father-in-law and she spent a good amount of time, and he would listen to her. They had exchange of thoughts with each other, exchange of emotions, a very pure relation, but at a mystic level, where people will not understand what relation she really shares, because they are talking about every topic. They are accepting each other's opinions. So all this is a part of this perverse relation of love which Medorrhinum shares with a person, and then they go into prophesying about it. Prophesying is utter something inspired by one's god. And what is this Medorrhinum's god? Is the person with whom he is perversely in love with. Okay, they talk about him, and they just feel like sharing about him, about the person, about his thoughts to everyone else, sharing what they share, sharing what she has heard from them, or he has heard from them, from that particular person. And they prophesy about it, they speak about it to everyone, because they are so much inspired by them, so much in awe of them. So this becomes prophecy. And then there is sympathetic towards animals. Animals cannot speak, so they are sympathetic towards those animals, those creatures who are incapable of doing something, and they are, that is why, connected with them, because they can understand what they are going through. They try to perceive what pain are they going through, what are the miseries of these creatures, and they try to do something for them, and they get intimately bonded with them. This is also love perversity, where Dr. Milendra sir had gone for a home visit, and when he saw that where the lady was sitting, behind her, above the sofa, there was a photo frame of a dog. Okay, and then when he asked, then he came to know, oh, that was her pet dog, and he died some time back, and after that she has developed all these problems. So see from where he would connect. His observations were very, very sharp. So this is how the love perversity could be. It is not that she's physically connected with the animal, but the kind of relation they share. It is not an orthodox relation of a husband wife or a boyfriend girlfriend. This is the perversity love of Medorrhinum. Sensitive to rudeness, that is why they become, because they are so sensitive. They want caressing, they want that affection which is very soft, gentle mind. This is one aspect. Okay, now if you see the other rubrics in connection with this delicate, sensitive aspect, when this love is withdrawn, when this love goes away from their life, when this person goes away from their life, then what happens is they develop these illusions. Now illusions, if you see, I have gathered some rubrics of delusion, where the delusions are related to touch. Okay, someone touched her head, smoothing by a delicate hand, caressed on head by someone, felt a hand smoothing her hand, felt a hand smoothing her head. Then related to vision, what she's seeing. Okay, it is not vision, it is see. Faces sees, looking from behind bed and furniture. faces sees wherever he turns his eyes, or looking out from corners. Imaginary objects around him. Someone is behind him. People are behind him. Woman is behind him. Seeing people on closing eyes, looking at him at night. Now, this is related to see, the eyes. Then, hear, relating to the ears. Ears ringing a bell. Someone calls. Footsteps hearing. Someone is whispering, talking. People say, come. Illusions of hearing, voices hearing. Talking with dead people. So, this is dead people are whom? Whom he loved a lot. Dead people are whom? To whom he was so much closely associated that nobody like him can understand and connect with him anymore. So these are the delusions. There are no delusions related to taste and nose, because taste and nose is something which we have to do on our own, okay? But eyes, ears and skin, you see, sees is something, it is not vision. You are not having any thought process with it. It is just in front of you and your retina captures it, the image, okay? Similarly, here is the sound which is going on, and you are just able to perceive the sound. There is no thinking, so there is no listen to it. Listening is when we have our thought process running to what we have heard, okay? So there is no listening, there is only hearing, sees, touch, caress. So these are the kind of changes which takes place in Medorrhinum when that love goes away, when that person goes away from his life. And that is how they become really frustrated, because the people around are not understanding. They are saying there is nobody behind you, there is nobody calling you, but he says no, there is. And this goes on and on for a long period of time. And then delusion, she must do something to rid her mind of the torture. And this is the aspect of Medorrhinum. I hope you have liked it. Do comment and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.